Downton Abbey's story is coming to a close.
It's hard to accept that it's time to go.
But before the final curtain drops in theatres, let's check in on how the cast is doing, both on and off screen. What does Michelle Dockery really have in common with her character?
Lady Mary was no angel.
Who found love on set? And which cast members turned into real-life besties? Grab your tea and tissues, let's dive in. Michelle Dockery as Lady Mary Crawley. Just like her on-screen character, the 43-year-old actress has faced heartbreaking loss in real life. Michelle began dating PR executive John Dineen back in 2013. I have a wonderful man in my life from Ireland. They got engaged in early 2015. But sadly, John passed away later that year after battling a rare form of cancer. Fortunately, life gave the actress a second chance at love. In 2023, she tied the knot with producer Jasper Waller-Bridge. Yep, the brother of Fleabag's Phoebe. Dockery keeps things low-key and mostly stays away from social media.
I have one for my dog. I'm one of those.
You're one of those people. Okay, interesting. Yeah.
And then I stalk everyone.
Apparently, it's a super secret account.
Post photos of my dog, and then I follow lots of interior design. It's quite boring, really.
As for her career, she's been keeping busy post-Downton. Michelle starred in the series Defending Jacob, Anatomy of a Scandal, and more recently, in films Please Don't Feed the Children, Here, and Flight Risk. Oh, and did you know she sings too? In 2022, she and her Downton co-star Michael C. Fox released a folk EP.
We started jamming together on set and bringing our guitars into work, and our voices sounded great together, and then we started songwriting together.
Before we move on, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a deep dive into your favourite stars. Now let's check in on Mary's sister, Laura Carmichael as Lady Edith Crawley. Downton Abbey didn't just give the actress fame, it gave her love too. She met her partner, Michael C. Fox, also known as Andrew Parker, on set in 2014. The two have been going strong ever since and raise a 3-year-old son together. Downton was Carmichael's first ever TV role, and she still can't believe her luck.
It was like this training ground of working with these incredible actors and amazing writer and producers who were very nurturing to the newbies like me.
Since the series wrapped, Laura's taken on new roles in The Spanish Princess and the Aussie thriller The Secrets She Keeps. The 39-year-old also keeps fans updated on Instagram, where she shared her latest campaign with Burberry and Highgrove. Okay, let's talk about her on-screen brother-in-law, Alan Leech as Tom Branson. The 44-year-old still holds a special place in his heart for Downton Abbey.
It's always been a joy, and it does, I know it sounds a bit cliche, but we really are like a family. We've enjoyed all of this success out of nowhere with the first series, and the fact that it's still going and still so loved by the fans is really special.
Since his days as everyone's favourite chauffeur turned gentleman, Alan kept busy, most notably playing Paul Prenter in Bohemian Rhapsody. More recently, he's appeared in The Vanishing Triangle, Too Good to Be True, and the comedy drama Bulldozer. And off-screen, still thriving. Leech has been married to actress Jessica Blair Herman since 2019. Together, they're raising 2 kids and keeping the laughs coming. Alan once posted a throwback video of Jessica as a kid, fangirling hard over Leonardo DiCaprio.
These are my favorite group of pictures.
The actor cheekily captioned it, "My wife may divorce me for this, but as the video shows, I've always been in the shadow of someone else." Alright, who's up next on the Upstairs Downstairs tour? Elizabeth McGovern as Cora Crawley. Before Downton, the actress was already a big deal. She shot to fame in the 80s and even scored an Oscar nomination for Ragtime. After the series wrapped, Elizabeth kept the spotlight on her. She appeared in War of the Worlds, the film And Mrs., and even returned to the stage. McGovern wrote and starred in Ava, The Secret Conversations, a play about a fading star reflecting on her life.
It so intrigued me, the idea of an aging actress sitting down with her the ghostwriter of her autobiography, and that journey that she would go on with this person.
But she's not just about scripts and spotlights. The 64-year-old is also a musician. She continues to write and perform with her band, Sadie and the Hotheads. On the personal front, she's been married to director Simon Curtis since 1992. The couple shares 2 daughters. So, what's the secret to a happy Hollywood marriage? Humor is a way of processing problems, which makes them easier to bear. Speaking of long-term love, how's her on-screen husband holding up? Hugh Bonneville as Robert Crawley. Though saying goodbye to Downton Abbey is bittersweet for the actor, he appreciates how the characters' journeys come to an end.
It's a wonderful sort of closing off of all the stories for that, so it's a proper film for the fans.
Post the show, the 61-year-old has kept his crown polished, continuing to shine both in Hollywood and the UK. You probably know him as the charming Mr. Henry Brown in the Paddington films, but he's also starred in hit series like W1A, The Agency, and The Gold. On the personal side, things got complicated. In 2023, Hugh split from his wife of 25 years, Lucinda "Lulu" Williams. According to reports, the decision came from the actor, while Lulu felt like their long marriage suddenly counted for nothing. The two share a son, Felix. Since the split, Bonneville has been linked to a vegan influencer, Heidi Kadlakova. The pair were spotted kissing in London just a few months after his breakup, fueling romance rumours. Alright, enough upstairs drama, let's check in with the downstairs crew. Jim Carter as Charles Carson. The 76-year-old revealed that part of the latest film was shot at the Great Yorkshire Showground in Harrogate, just a stone's throw away from where Carter was born.
I learnt to ride my bicycle on the Great Yorkshire Showground.
Full circle moment, absolutely. And yes, the cast keeps in touch off-screen too.
So we meet up for dinners from time to time and dish the dirt sort of thing.
Following the Downton series, Jim has put that iconic baritone voice to good use in Transformers The Last Knight, The Sea Beast, and starred in Nightfall and Wonka, alongside Timothée Chalamet. In 2019, he was also awarded an OBE for his services to drama. On the personal front, life's just as steady. Jim has been married to Harry Potter villain Imelda Staunton since 1982, and after 21 years of marriage, the two had only spent 3 weeks apart. They even worked together in Downton. Imelda joined the franchise in the 2019 movie. We were across a dining room table from each other, but we never spoke to each other in the first film. The couple's daughter, Bessie Carter, is also an actress. Now that we've caught up with him, how's Mrs. Carson faring? Phyllis Logan as Elsie Carson. Just like Jim Carter, the actress also shared the Downton Abbey screen with her real-life partner. Her husband, Kevin McNally, appeared in the series as Horace Bryant. You probably know him better as Joshua Gibbs from Pirates of the Caribbean. Yep, Mrs. Carson married a pirate. Phyllis and Kevin welcomed their son David in 1996 and made it official in 2011. However, she was hesitant about dating him at first. I didn't want to date another actor because I thought they were vain. I always used to say that I would never have one in my house, but you can't legislate for love. Career-wise, the 69-year-old is still thriving. Her latest projects include roles in Miss Austen, The Bombing of Pan Am 103, and Murder Most Puzzling. And while fans are bracing for an emotional goodbye to Downton, Phyllis is surprisingly chill about it.
It's been lovely to be involved with it for all these years.
Yeah.
And it seemed the right time to suddenly, bring it all to a grand finale.
No tears, no drama, just classic British grace. Okay, who's next? Brendan Coyle as John Bates. The actor has kept busy since his Downton days, working across stage, film and TV. You may have spotted him in series like Requiem, Riches, and Toxic Town. But off-screen, Brendan's a bit of a mystery. The 62-year-old keeps his personal life under wraps and is reportedly single. That said, there's one love he's definitely not shy about, his dog. Yep, his Instagram features more pup pics than people, and we're not mad about it. Plus, Coyle is the great-nephew of football legend Sir Matt Busby of Manchester United fame. So naturally, he's a regular at football matches, staying true to his roots. Alright, maybe his on-screen wife has more tea to spill. Joanne Froggatt as Anna Bates. Much like her co-star, the 44-year-old actress is also a rather private person. Joanne was married to IT consultant James Cannon until they separated in 2020. Then, last year, she shocked fans by debuting her baby bump on the red carpet at the Into Film Awards. She welcomed a baby girl in September 2024. However, in true Froggatt fashion, she's kept things under wraps, not revealing her daughter's name or the identity of the father. Back in August 2023, she was linked to a mystery man named Mark, but has stayed tight-lipped about the romance. Since Downton, Joanne has mostly worked in television, starring in North Shore, Breathtaking, and recently appearing in Mobland alongside Tom Hardy and Pierce Brosnan. And when it comes to the Downton finale, the actress is sure fans are in for something special.
It's going to be really emotional. I'm actually so looking forward to the press tour for that because we're all going to be together and it's going to be fun and it's going to be emotional.
And now, let's move on to Robert James-Collier as Thomas Barrow. Yeah, he started off as a bit of a villain in the series, but as his character developed, fans totally fell for him.
Seeing Thomas go from de facto bad guy to the audience rooting for him and sympathising and empathising with him. I didn't expect that.
But Downton didn't just bring him fame, it brought him a real-life BFF.
On screen, bromance has to be Matthew and Tom, but off screen, it'd have to be you and me. Oh. I feel like that was an answer on, like, Take Me Out or something.
Yep, Robert and Alan Leech love goofing around together. And honestly, we can't get enough of it.
Take me out tonight, take me anywhere, hand in glove, glove bonnet.
After the show, James-Collier took on roles in Ackley Bridge, Fate, The Winx Saga, and The Long Shadow. In real life, the 48-year-old is married to businesswoman and fashion enthusiast Lauren Chandaram. The couple is raising their son, Milo, together. Okay, time to shift our focus to the kitchen staff. Leslie Nicol as Mrs. Patmore. She ruled the Crawley kitchen like a boss. But off-screen, the 71-year-old is actually a vegan, and not exactly a culinary genius. We're really good at pretending to cook, but we're terrible. The role of Mrs. Patmore remains Nicole's most iconic. Leslie has taken on plenty of others. From voice work in Summer Camp Island and Jellystone, to on-screen appearances in The Boys and Mr. Bates versus the Post Office. In 2022, she launched a stage musical based on her life called How the Hell Did I Get Here?, which earned her an Off-Broadway Alliance Award. Sadly, she paused the North American tour after the passing of her husband of 15 years, spiritual healer David Heald, who died at 76. Now let's move on to her partner in the kitchen, Sophie McSher as Daisy Parker. The 40-year-old says her Downton castmates are like family. I'm so lucky to have this support network. If I'm on another job, I can ring them up and ask for some advice. They're like my security blanket. The show remains McSher's biggest credit to date, though eagle-eyed fans may have spotted her as Miss Graham in The Queen's Gambit, as well as in Cinderella and the BBC miniseries The Gallows Pole. When it comes to her personal life, Sophie's a total enigma. No word on whether she's married or dating. But one thing's for sure, the actress isn't immune to a bit of sun-soaked reality TV drama and Love Island.
Well, I definitely watched it.
Finally, let's talk about one of the most beloved characters in the series. Maggie Smith as Violet Crawley. With 2 Oscars and a career dating back to the 50s, Dame Maggie Smith was already a star long before Downton Abbey, but the massive success of the show still caught her off guard.
I mean, I've been working around for a very long time before Downton Abbey. And, you know, life was fine. Nobody knew who the hell I was.
Today, she's equally beloved for playing Violet Crawley and Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter. But for Maggie, those roles weren't exactly fulfilling. I am deeply grateful for the work in Potter, and indeed Downton, but it wasn't what you'd call satisfying. I didn't really feel I was acting in those things. The actress even admitted she's never watched a single episode of Downton Abbey.
I've not seen that.
Ever?
No.
Still, the awards rolled in. 3 Emmys, a Golden Globe, and a SAG Award, making her the most decorated actor in the Downton cast. The world was devastated when Maggie passed away last September at the age of 89. And Downton Abbey, the grand finale, will be the first film in the franchise without her. But according to Elizabeth McGovern, Smith's presence is still deeply felt. She permeates everything, definitely. And that's it for this video. Are you excited for the new movie? Share in the comments, and as always, stay awesome.